Good afternoon, and welcome to the College of Arts and Sciences Spring Address and Awards Ceremony. We come together each year at this time for an update on college activities, to honor faculty in the college, and to recognize the important contributions to the college, the university, and the community. This spring, the Dean's Address feels very different than in previous years. Last year, when I gave the Dean's Address, we had just moved into remote teaching, and the campus was closed. I think we can all think back to a year ago, and we can recall how surreal and perhaps dystopian that felt in our lives. In some ways, it feels like this year has flown by, and in other ways, life before COVID seems like a lifetime ago. We have come to mark our time as before and after. As I gathered my talk together, this context left me struck by how in the midst of pandemic chaos, a parallel universe of normal has continued in the College of Arts and Sciences. Despite unimaginable odds, we continue being true to our motto of gladly we learn and gladly we teach. We continue to be strong and stable with a forward-leading edge. In the midst of extraordinary life is the ordinary business of the college. Despite the pandemic and fears of steep declines in college enrollment, the College of Arts and Sciences actually encountered a modest 2% increase in enrollment. With our commitment to the majority of general education courses, the College of Arts and Sciences contributes to the majority of students who graduate from ISU, no matter their major. Nearly 1/3 of graduates are aligned with the College of Arts and Sciences. CAS produces 50% of credit hours in the university. Given this, the strength of the College of Arts and Sciences is the foundation for the strength of the entire university. Our Arts and Sciences faculty continue doing what they do very well, despite the challenges of a pandemic. Our faculty continue with their scholarly productivity with an average scholarly output of 2.15 scholarly works by all of our tenure-track faculty. If we include conference papers, CAS tenure-track faculty average 3.63 scholarly products per person. Our undergraduate and graduate students are routinely involved in research and creative activities under faculty guidance. The quality of these mentorships is demonstrated by the students' appearances as co-authors on many of our published journal articles, books, chapters, creative efforts, and conference presentations. Our faculty continue to apply for external funding to support scholarship. Although we only had half the number of awards as the previous year, or in pre-pandemic FY20, we actually increased the total amount of funding dollars by 38% this year. 3 College of Arts and Sciences faculty were awarded with some of the highest levels of distinction for research, with 2 university professors and 1 distinguished professor. Dr. Scott Jordan, chair of the Department of Psychology, and Dr. Steve Hunt, director of the School of Communication, were both named as university professors. Dr. Jeffrey Kahn from the Department of Psychology was named as a distinguished professor. In addition to our faculty distinction and research, our graduate students also lead projects of distinction. Amini Wise, a graduate student from the Department of Psychology, took first place in the 3-minute thesis competition, and Megan Donnelly, also from Department of Psychology, took second place. Jennifer Woodrum from the Department of Psychology was the Fisher Thesis Award winner. We are also proud of 5 of our College of Arts and Sciences students who have been named as Bone Scholars, the highest honor a student can receive at this university. As we look back at this year, we are proud of outstanding accomplishments of several faculty members who were honored with university awards. Faculty and staff from the College of Arts and Sciences excel in the 3 areas of teaching, scholarship, and service. Gladly we teach is part of our university motto, and we are so proud of our faculty who exemplify this every day in the classroom as they inspire our students. Julie Campbell from the Department of Psychology and Abigail Stone from the Department of Sociology and Anthropology were honored with Teaching Initiative Awards. Gladly we learn is also part of our university motto, and our faculty continue as lifelong learners with groundbreaking research that produces new discoveries and finds new integration of existing knowledge. The college had several colleagues who received Research Initiative Awards, including Uttam Mana from the Department of Physics, Joseph Hilgard from the Department of Psychology, Ryan Pates from the School of Biological Sciences, Wandi Siom from the Department of Geography, Geology, and the Environment, and Ella Shabilo from the Department of English. We are proud of our robust model of shared governance at Illinois State University. As we believe in the value of civic engagement for all of our students, we also expect faculty and staff to be engaged in our community of Illinois State University through service. We're proud of Alicia Hund from the Department of Psychology, who received the Outstanding Service Award, and Brea Banks from the Department of Psychology, who won a University Service Initiative Award. At this point, I'd like to turn the program over to my colleague, Associate Dean Joe Blaney, to talk further about accomplishments of faculty through awards.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to honor 15 outstanding individuals today. Our first award is the Grable-Homan Peace Prize, which is awarded to a student minoring in peace studies. Rachel Sabella is an anthropology major who has a strong record of peacemaking activities. Rachel has been an integral member of the Student Environmental Action Coalition. Her dedication to the group earned her the respect of her peers, as demonstrated by her election as co-president. Rachel and her peers are active in several different capacities, both on and off campus. Many of their activities involve raising awareness of environmental issues and the things that people can do in their daily lives to protect the environment. For example, Rachel directed SEAC's door-to-door campaign to raise awareness of recycling in student apartments. Additionally, she organized the group's participation in the ISU homecoming parade to advocate for sustainability efforts. Rachel spearheaded other SEAC activities designed to make an immediate positive impact on the environment. These include partnering with other community groups for litter cleanup days and organizing a used clothing repair and swap on campus to give old clothing new life and to keep it out of landfills. Recently, Rachel joined the Fossil-Free ISU divestment campaign, whose goal is to lobby the university to divest its holdings in fossil fuels. Off campus, Rachel gives her time and energy to the causes she is most passionate about. For example, she is currently completing an internship as assistant market manager for the downtown Bloomington Farmers Market. This internship is a natural outgrowth of her volunteer work at the O'Fallon Community Garden. Through the community garden, she works to spread the appreciation for the environment and sustainable food practices. Her work at the community garden benefits the lives of others in numerous ways, as Rachel facilitates the donation of many products from the garden to a local food pantry. Rachel is also highly active with the Rotary Club of O'Fallon Sunrise. Through the Rotary Club, she utilizes her skills as an anthropologist and related knowledge of cultural diversity to prepare outbound exchange students for their world travels. Rachel got involved in this work after being an exchange student herself and receiving the Paul Harris Award for Global Awareness from the Rotary Club. Congratulations, Rachel. Our second award is the Grable-Homan Community Peace Prize. This year's winner is Drake Zimmerman, who has an extensive track record of community service locally and globally. Throughout our community, Drake is a financial and personal supporter of extensive efforts to help make Bloomington Normal and all of McLean County become a better, more inclusive, more humane community in which to live. A few of the many causes Drake has supported over the years include Labyrinth outreach services to women and Dreams Are Possible. Drake worked to get others in the community to become supporters, to purchase needed properties, to sponsor activities that helped move both efforts forward on behalf of marginalized women in the community. Drake is also actively involved in his local Rotary organization, whose motto is to place service above self. That motto speaks to the man he is and the work he does. His enthusiasm for doing good is contagious. This enthusiasm has resulted in many projects like Coats for Kids, which he helps start and supports each year, Coats for Kids has provided thousands of new coats to low-income children throughout our local schools. He's an ongoing sponsor for another Rotary program, Youth Global Exchange, which brings high school students to live in Normal to be a part of a cultural exchange. Globally, Drake has been a pivotal figure in the creation and maintenance of the Peace Initiative program, Friends Forever. Friends Forever brings high school-age youth of diverse religious backgrounds from Israel to Bloomington Normal to work on bridging the divide between them. The youth are immersed in a program which is operated out of New Hampshire that helps them realize their common humanity and learn skills to break down barriers and build friendships. For the past 20 years, Drake has been a key part of an effort to eradicate malaria. It has involved extensive travel to build worldwide cooperation through an international task force as well as a weekly conference call. It has resulted in 450 million nets being provided to people in countries impacted by the spread of the disease through mosquitoes, and the effort is coming close to eradicating the disease in some parts of the world. Drake has been a major part of the global grants component of his Normal Rotary organization, which has provided support to efforts around the world. One of Drake's special ways of helping local efforts is to put out a matching challenge to encourage others to get involved in supporting local initiatives. Drake supports music scholarships for children through Illinois Wesleyan, and through his role as financial planner, he helps others that he serves learn of quality efforts in which they can invest their own resources so as to improve lives and communities. Drake's nominators described him as empathetic, with a true sense of purpose in life, as a humble and curious soul, a wonderful listener with an innate desire to serve, and uniquely kind and generous person who continuously uses his talent and resources on behalf of others locally, nationally, and internationally. Thank you, Drake, for all you do for the community. And each year, the College of Arts and Sciences honors professors from each of its three divisions, the humanities, the social sciences, and the natural sciences and mathematics, who've achieved excellence in the areas of teaching, research, and service. Our first outstanding college teacher for 2021 from the Division of Social Sciences is Matthew Hessen McGinnis from the Department of Psychology. Matthew's made significant teaching contributions at the undergraduate and graduate levels, both in the classroom and as research supervisor. He is the only faculty member in the department whose annual teaching assignment is devoted entirely to quantitative courses. He's co-authored 17 peer-reviewed journal articles with students, 18 peer-reviewed conference presentations, and 14 peer-reviewed poster presentations. During his time at ISU, he served on 103 dissertation and thesis committees. He was instrumental in creating a professional seminar course for graduate students in the quantitative sequence and is replacing the comprehensive exam requirement with a thesis requirement. Congratulations, Dr. Hessen McGinnis. Our second outstanding college teacher from the Humanities Division is Sarah Hostetler from the Department of English. Sarah has enriched the lives of scores of teachers in training and played a key role in proactive departmental responses to evolving state and federal public education policies and mandates. She specializes as a teacher in preparing pre-service teachers for their responsibilities as secondary teachers of writing. Sarah has demonstrated an outstanding record of teaching students at all levels, from first-year undergraduate students to advanced doctoral students. Her recent general education course, Text and Context, offered undergraduate students from across the university the opportunity to critically explore the theme of education as it is represented in contemporary popular culture. Congratulations to you, Dr. Hostetler. And our third outstanding college teacher from the Division of Natural Sciences and Mathematics is Andy Mitchell from the Department of Chemistry. Andy's a passionate and dedicated teacher who cares deeply for his students as a whole, not just their knowledge within the discipline of organic chemistry. In the past 5 years, he has supervised and mentored 15 undergraduates and several MS students in his laboratory. He has generated over 40 videos, now available on YouTube, for his students to watch for content delivery and problem solving before coming to class to truly engage in the material during the class meeting time. He began a teaching learning circle in the chemistry department many years ago and is continually working to improve courses. Congratulations, Dr. Mitchell. Our first outstanding college researcher for 2021 from the Division of Social Sciences is Catherine E. Sampek from the Department of Sociology and Anthropology. Catherine's scholarship focuses broadly around pre-Columbian practices and material worlds, how they both shaped and were transformed by colonial dynamics, and their lasting legacies for fellowship since arriving at Illinois, for contemporary social, political, and economic struggles. She has been supported by 21 grants and fellowships since arriving at Illinois State University in 2008. Since 2010, she has co-edited 3 books and single-issue journals and has published 38 articles and book chapters, 28 of which were peer-reviewed, and 6 book reviews. During the same period, she delivered more than 60 papers at professional meetings and elsewhere. Her more recent scholarly activities focus on her leading-edge research on chocolate in the early modern era. Her most recent manuscript is a book currently titled Rich, Cacao Money and Mesoamerica, which was requested by the University of Texas Press. Congratulations, Dr. Sampek. Our second outstanding college researcher from the Humanities Division is Touré F. Reed from the Department of History. Touré is an innovative, accomplished scholar specializing in the history of African American politics and intellectual life in the 20th century. His path-breaking work has engaged scholars and the wider public alike. His research agenda centers on exploring the relationship between race and class in Black reform movements and American politics. He is the author of Not Alms, but Opportunity, the Urban League and the Politics of Racial Uplift, and Toward Freedom, the Case Against Race Reductionism, as well as a number of other important articles. His current project is a monograph titled New Deal Civil Rights, Class Consciousness and the Quest for Racial Equality, 1933 to 1948. He's been an invited lecturer at numerous universities and is a member of the Labor and Working Class History Association's Executive Board. Congratulations, Dr. Reed. And third, our outstanding college researcher from the Division of Natural Sciences and Mathematics is Wolfgang Stein, School of Biological Sciences. Wolfgang's research focuses on sensory motor processing in the nervous system. How do animals integrate complex sensory stimuli into nervous signals that bring about a behavioral output? He and his students investigate the motor patterns generated by circuits in the stomatogastric nervous system of the crab. Stomatogastric, I got it right. He has been highly successful in obtaining external funding from the National Science Foundation and was inducted into the $1 Million Club in 2019. Wolfgang has published 57 journal articles, 27 since 2012, with the vast majority of those publications having student co-authors. He's been asked to serve as an external reviewer for 16 different journals and performs editorial duties for an additional 3 journals. He has given numerous invited presentations at national and international meetings and was the keynote speaker at the 5th annual Arthropod Neuroscience Network meeting in Greifswald, Germany. Congratulations, Dr. Stein. The first of our colleagues to be recognized for his extraordinary service is from the Division of Social Sciences. Mark E. Swerdlick, Department of Psychology. Since coming to Illinois State University in 1977, he has transformed the nature of the Department of Psychology and its relationship to the local community, other universities, and national-level professional organizations and accrediting agencies. His service activities have been influenced by his career-long commitment to advancing the field of school psychology, including professional training, and to supporting the mental health of children and families, including those of our combat veterans. Mark served as the longtime coordinator of both the doctoral program in school psychology and its master-level specialist in school psychology program. Under his leadership, These programs achieved accreditation from the American Psychological Association and the National Association of School Psychologists. He was also involved in a collaborative initiative between the Illinois State Board of Education and the Illinois National Guard. He served as the team leader that conducted an evaluation of a program developed to facilitate the reintegration of soldiers returning from combat in Iraq. Congratulations, Dr. Swerdlick. The 2021 Outstanding College Service Award for Humanities Division is presented to Kyle Ciani, Department of History. Kyle arrived at Illinois State University in 2001, and since then her commitment to promoting diversity and student success at ISU, her leadership for the college and university, her commitment to civic engagement, all make her richly deserving of this award. Her initial service work included organizing Women's History Month with the Women's Gender and Sexuality Studies program, a task she's continued down to the present, as well as membership on the Children's Study Minor Committee for the College of Arts and Sciences and the Women and Minorities Report Committee for the History Department. For the university, she served as a faculty mentor for the Women's Mentoring Network and for the University Residence Halls, and co-advised the Feminist Majority Leadership Alliance. We are all grateful for her many contributions, and congratulations, Dr. Ciani. And last but certainly not least is the 2021 Outstanding College Service Award for the Division of Natural Sciences and Mathematics, presented to Eric W. Peterson from the Department of Geography, Geology, and the Environment. Over his 18-year career at ISU, Eric has been an exemplary member of his department and a dependable colleague who is always willing to serve his department, college, university, community, and profession in meaningful ways. At the department level, Eric has served on every permanent standing committee. He's also served on the College Council, the College Curriculum Committee, and the College Faculty Status Committee. At the university level, Eric has served on the Academic Senate, the Graduate Council, and the Center for a Sustainable Water Future Advisory Board. He has also provided key leadership at both the national and state levels in his discipline of hydrogeology. Congratulations, Dr. Peterson. And our last awards this afternoon are the Kenneth A. and Mary Ann Shaw Teaching Fellowships. The purpose of these awards is to recognize teaching excellence and to improve the teaching and learning environment in the College of Arts and Sciences at the university. Our first recipient of a 2020-2021 fellowship is Brent Simons, School of Communication. Brent plans to spend a week in the summer of 2021 shadowing and interviewing the post-production professionals at Company 3 in Santa Monica, California. A 1979 graduate from the School of Communication is the Vice President of Visual Effects at this company. Congratulations, Dr. Simons. The second recipient of a 2020-2021 award is Susan Sprecher, Department of Sociology and Anthropology. Susan is receiving the Kenneth A. and Mary Ann Shaw Teaching Fellowship in recognition of her mentoring of sociology students, as well as other majors in research experiences in a laboratory setting in Schrader Hall over the years. The award also acknowledges her contribution to the department's major research capstone course in the sociology program, Senior Experience. Although the Schrader Lab had to be closed during this past academic year, the funding will be used next year to enhance research opportunities for undergraduate students who are interested in studying the social psychology of close relationships. Congratulations, Dr. Sprecher. We're also pleased to be able to announce the 2021-2022 recipients of the Shaw Fellowships. Our first recipient is Joe Casto, School of Biological Sciences. The Shaw Fellowship will allow Joe to develop a course in avian biology that is amenable to online and outdoor instruction as necessitated by the COVID-19 pandemic. Key features include online access to high-quality videos and animations, access to equipment that allows students to conduct bird surveys using cutting-edge techniques, and access to textbooks that may be outside the range of affordability for some students. Congratulations, Dr. Casto. And the second recipient is Catherine Jasper, Department of History. The Kenneth and Marianne Shaw Teaching Fellowship will make possible the design and implementation of a new study abroad program. An archaeological field school will be launched in summer 2022, in which students will help excavate a 1st century AD Roman monumental fountain. So congratulations, Dr. Jasper, and congratulations to all of this afternoon's award recipients. And now we'll hear from Dean Zosky again.
Thank you, Joe. Well, both I and Associate Dean Joe Blaney have shared with you some of the many extraordinary accomplishments from our faculty and staff of the College of Arts and Sciences. Despite a worldwide pandemic, the excellent work of our faculty and staff have continued. Now that we're turning the corner on this academic year and the pandemic, we're wasting no time looking forward. We're all familiar with the looming demographic decline of traditional college-age students beginning as soon as 2024. To remain strong and stable, the Provost has put forward a plan with 5 pillars for new opportunities for the university. These initiatives include developing new programs and majors to attract students we currently do not attract. Such possible programs include engineering or data science. A second pillar, growth in areas of opportunity with existing programs such as nursing and STEM programs where there is a good deal of growth that could still be accomplished. A third pillar is a renewed commitment to internationalization. A fourth pillar is expansion of innovative graduate programs, including accelerated master's degree programs. And a fifth pillar is expansion of online distance education programs that are intentional to reach students who cannot commit to a traditional residential campus experience. This may include micro-credentialing, upskilling, and lifelong learning. The College of Arts and Sciences will play an exciting and integral role in each of these initiatives. Regarding new programs of engineering, College of Arts and Sciences has been a leader on the Strategic Planning Committee, as so many of our departments, including physics, mathematics, and chemistry, along with English and the School of Communication, will be impacted by the integrated curriculum and growth of students with an engineering program. The university is currently exploring the possibility of a data science major, and departments such as mathematics, geography, geology, and the environment, and sociology and anthropology will be heavily involved. The university is exploring expansion of existing programs, including STEM programs, where there is a heavy demand and many more applicants than they can receive. This will likely impact our School of Biological Sciences and Chemistry. Renewal of efforts towards internationalization will include the College of Arts and Sciences in exciting ways. This will include international students coming to ISU as enrolled students, as well as developing partner programs abroad with other universities. The Department of Mathematics is one example of a College of Arts and Sciences unit that has a partnership with 2 universities in China. As we become more globally connected society, efforts to encourage students to internationalize their major by picking up proficiency in a foreign language will become even more attractive to students. Several College of Arts and Sciences graduate programs have already initiated accelerated programs such as history in the Department of Sociology and Anthropology. Several more are developing these. The Department of English is in the process of receiving final approval for an exciting master's degree program in English education centering on a social justice curriculum. This exciting new program will also include an accelerated 4+1 master's degree path. One indelible lesson we have learned from the pandemic is that ISU faculty are exceptional teachers in any modality, and as we have become more confident with online and distance education, we anticipate growth in intentional programs to serve non-traditional populations. The Department of Mathematics is on the horizon of opening an entirely online master's degree program in actuarial sciences next year. The MS in English education will be a predominantly online program as well. Many of us attended the Provost's office retreat in February to explore exciting opportunities and chart a course forward with renewed possibilities. Several of those working groups will continue to support growth as identified by the Provost, include internationalization and new programming. Some of the focus from these exploratory groups will focus more internally on how we do ISU, and they include student success, student affordability, faculty success, increasing efforts to attract diverse faculty and students, revising the general education program, and enhancing our research profile. Chairs and directors in the College of Arts and Sciences are meeting with provost staff this semester to develop a department-specific plan for student success. The College Council is currently in the process of developing a new advisory council to the college, a student advisory council. This type of body will be an important conduit of information from students to enhance their success in academic programs and as alumni once they graduate. Initiatives for faculty success will dovetail with the regular and required 5-year review of the university ASBT policy by the University Review Committee. Much of this effort will include greater alignment with the policy with the university strategic plan, the Educate, Connect, and Elevate plan, as well as the framework for inclusive teaching. There will be a new lens which will expand how we value the balanced teacher-scholar model to be more inclusive of emerging areas of scholarship and teaching. As the university continues the process to develop a new general education program, I urge all in our college to be engaged and invested in this process. As we see the threats to liberal education across our society, there is no time that has been more important to accentuate the value of a liberal education foundation to all other areas of study. As the university continues to focus efforts on becoming a more inclusive and diverse environment, many of our departments have developed or are in the process of developing diversity and inclusion committees. The college committed the last 2 years of our professional development series to topics of inclusive teaching, and through the Growth Change Team process, we will continue this commitment next year. The college will be eager to hear input from students through the Student Advisory Council on what can be done to create more inclusive and welcoming learning environments. As we close out this academic year, we acknowledge that we have stood on the shoulders of giants, of faculty and staff who preceded us. Sadly, we learned of the passing of some of those who contributed much in their careers to this college. We would like to start a new tradition of remembering those from the college who have passed. In March, Patty Foltz, who was the lead staff member in the Department of Psychology, died after a short illness. Patty had devoted over 30 years of service to ISU. She held both bachelor's and master's degree in music, and she accompanied many students and faculty members at recital concerts over the years. In October, Dr. Isabel Green, assistant professor of chemistry, left us. She began her career at ISU in the fall of 2017. Before coming to ISU, she was a process engineer at Intel, having earned her PhD at the University of Virginia. In her short time at ISU, she demonstrated her passion for teaching and mentoring students. Always cheerful, she enjoyed hiking and biking in her free time. Dr. Henry Zintambilia, who had retired in the summer of 2020 from the Department of Geography, Geology, and the Environment, passed away in December. After emigrating from South Africa, Henry completed his doctorate at the University of Hawaii and then arrived at Illinois State University to join the faculty in 1983. He loved his students and will be remembered for his kindness. In February, Neil Skaggs succumbed to a prolonged chronic illness that he faced with courage and perseverance. Neil had already started his career at ISU in the Department of Economics in 1979, prior to receiving his doctorate in economics from Duke University in 1980. A St. Louis Cardinals fan, he also enjoyed participating in softball, vocal music, and 5K races. March brought with it the passing of Dr. Joan Miller, Professor Emeriti from Geography. Born in England, Jones stayed to New York City in 1957 and began teaching geography at Indiana University. She began teaching at Illinois State Normal University in 1962. Before she retired in 1993, she had taught 16 different geography courses to 9,014 students. That's quite a record. We lost 2 emeriti professors from the School of Biological Sciences this spring. Lauren Brown, who enjoyed a long and illustrious career as a professor of vertebrate zoology at ISU from 1962 until his retirement in 2002. He continued to maintain an office on campus, amassing nearly 200 publications over the course of his career, and was a familiar sight on campus to many until recently. On April 15th, Dr. David Weber passed away. He joined the faculty at Illinois State University in 1967 and for 35 years conducted research, taught genetics, and mentored graduate students in the School of Biological Sciences. After his retirement, he continued doing research consulting until 2019. And Diane Urey, a distinguished professor of Spanish, died on April 14th. For over 30 years, she was a member of the faculty at Illinois State University, serving as chair of the Department of Languages, Literatures, and Cultures during her tenure. It's hard to lose people that we admire and respect, who are such an integral part of the daily routine of our professional lives. We are grateful for having them with us, and we will not soon forget them. Well, we have certainly been humbled by the events of this past year, but humility can be one of life's greatest teachers. As we look forward, there is so much excitement of the potential for new work to begin. We have all the potential to rise from the past year stronger, more compassionate, and more hopeful for a bright future. Let's get to work. Thank you.